guys, welcome back or welcome if this is your first time. In today's video, we will continue with present continuous tense. We will look at an important grammar rule. As usual, if you enjoy this video, please make sure you hit on the thumbs up, you subscribe to the channel, and write comment if you have any feedback or question. Without further ado, let's get to it. First, I would like to take 1 minute of your time to remind you what terminal devoicing is, because in this video, we will look at some verbs that go through terminal devoicing in present continuous tense form. So we know terminal devoicing from nouns. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please visit my video and come back to this one again. So basically, the rule was, if the last letter of the noun we were dealing with is either K, T, Ç, or P, we had this memory trick, ketchup, right? If the last letter is K, T, Ç, or P, and if we add a vowel, ünlü, vowel, if we add a vowel to this noun, then K turns to G or yumuşak G, T turns to D, Ç turns to C, and P turns to B, right? So we have two conditions. First, the last letter will be K, T, Ç, P, and it will get a vowel. Number 4, for example, right? 4. When we add ordinal number suffix, so when we want to make 4, fourth, like fourth place. When we want to do that, we add üncü to the noun. So what happens here is 4, last letter is T, we added our suffix üncü, and it became dördüncü. We don't say dörtüncü, we convert T to D, and it becomes dördüncü, fourth. So this exact grammar happens in some of our verbs in present continuous form. Let's take one example. Gitmek. Gitmek means to go. So if I want to add present continuous tense suffix to it, right? What do I do first? As usual, I look at my verb gitmek. Make is our infinitive. I get rid of that. So now I have git. Last vowel is I. That's why I want to add iyor as a suffix, right? It will become gidiyor. It is not gitiyor. It is gidiyor. So T became D because of terminal devoicing. And if we look at how we add personal suffix to the verb, it is as usual. In that matter, nothing is changing. So ben gidiyorum, we add for I'm going. Sen gidiyorsun, you are going. O gidiyor, he is or she is going. Biz gidiyoruz, we are going. Siz gidiyorsunuz, you are going. Onlar gidiyorlar, or onlar gidiyor, they are going. So in that sense, nothing is changing. But it is important to know that the last letter of the root is T, and when we add the present continuous tense suffix, it became D. This was important. Let's see another example. Etmek. This is not really a verb of its own. We use this one with other nouns, and those nouns become verbs. What do I mean? For example, telefon. Telefon is phone. If I want to say to call, to phone someone, then I add etmek and it becomes to call. So we made telefon a verb by adding this sort of auxiliary. Telefon etmek is to call. Similarly, dance is dance. If I want to say to dance, If I want to turn that into a verb, I add etmek and it becomes dans etmek. Dans etmek. Dans etmek is to dance. Again, similarly, yardım. Yardım is help. It's a noun. When I add etmek, I make it a verb. Yardım etmek. Yardım etmek. To help someone, to help something. Yardım etmek. So then again, if I want to take this and make it present continuous form, I look at etmek. I get rid of the mek part, the infinitive part. I have et. The last vowel, in fact, the only vowel is e. That's why I want to add ior. And that te turns to de and becomes ediyor. Ediyor. Again, if I want to conjugate for each personal pronoun, my job doesn't change. Ben dans, yardım, telefon, whatever that is, ediyorum. Sen ediyorsun. O ediyor. Biz ediyoruz. Siz ediyorsunuz. Onlar ediyorlar. Then, as I said, you can bring whatever makes sense. Ben dans ediyorum. I'm dancing. Sen yardım ediyorsun. You are helping. O telefon ediyor. O telefon ediyor. He or she is calling. Biz dua ediyoruz. Dua ediyoruz. We are praying. Siz fark ediyorsunuz. You are noticing. Fark etmek. Siz fark ediyorsunuz. Onlar hak ediyorlar. Onlar hak ediyorlar. We usually almost merge them when we say them. They are deserving, it means. Hak etmek, to deserve. There are some verbs that almost merged with etmek verb, and we no longer write them separately. We write them in the merged form. So, for example, we have this verb called seyir etmek, seyir etmek. Now we write it as seyretmek, seyretmek. The vowel E is gone, seyretmek. It means to watch or to gaze at. Like if you're looking at a nice scenery, it is also seyretmek, or if you are watching TV, that's also seyretmek. There is another verb for watching TV, you can say izlemek, but seyretmek is equally correct. So when we look at this verb again, I get rid of the mek of seyretmek. Why? Because it's infinitive. I have seyret, and then I add my ior, the present continuous suffix, and it becomes seyrediyor, seyrediyor. Same thing, I didn't change anything, it's not a new rule. Etmek, te becomes de. Therefore, here it turns seyretmek, seyrediyor. I would like to note that just because this is a rule, this terminal devoicing is a grammar rule, it doesn't mean that every verb that ends with ke, te, che, pe goes through this. It's actually something very rarely happens on the verbs. It is a rule more for the nouns, but I have just taken you through some of the verbs that gone through this. But when we look at yapmak, for example, yapmak is to do or to make. It doesn't go through terminal devoicing. So we look at, for example, yemek yapmak, right? To cook. When we look at it, yapmak, I get rid of the mak, it is yap. Now I want to add my present continuous suffix, ıyor. Why ıyor? Because last vowel is a this time. Yapıyor. P was supposed to turn to B, but it didn't happen. Because it rarely happens, as I just said. Most of the time, you don't turn the consonants into their softened versions. Most of the time, you keep them as is. But there were some verbs that you should know. That's why I have taken you through them. I hope this was clear for you. Now it's quiz time.